So I kind of like the idea of this blogging via video. All I do is write. Working on a novel, working on a proposal, uh, typing stuff up for school. Every time I'm on Facebook, I'm always writing. Maybe people want to see what I look like. Maybe they want to hear my voice. Maybe not. Then get off my blog. Um, yeah. So this is life in the Peace Corps. What is it like? People are always asking me. I have lots of people asking me questions like that. I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's experience is so different. I'm particularly blessed. One thing that drives me crazy is when people make certain assumptions about how Peace Corps is or could be or used to be or whatever, who haven't even participated, who've never been in Peace Corps, who have no intentions really of ever serving, but want to make some judgments about it. So to all of those people, just try it. If you think you know so much about it, you want to be a real expert and get some on the ground experience. That's my advice. So again, all the stuff they tell you about Peace Corps is true. It is an amazing opportunity. You really do get to see the world in a different way. You really do get to, understand how privileged we live in America in a way that you can't fathom just by reading a book. You really can't when you're dealing with day-to-day life. How much do we do for the people that we try and serve? Again, that depends person to person, project to project. I do know, on the whole, that most Peace Corps volunteers try. They try really hard. They try and be good people. They try and learn the language they're here to learn. They try and help people. They try and do the projects they're supposed to do. All of that. Of course, there are people who are not really here doing the right thing. Or they were doing the right thing and they've got disheartened and then they fuck it up and whatever. And I'm sure every country has its own dramas. Peace Corps varies a lot from place to place. But here in Botswana, I would say mostly people are working. Don't always do a great job, but they try. And if you think about it, that's all anybody can really do, and all anything that anybody can ask anyone about. I don't know, Peace Corps is most definitely probably watching this. So I don't know what else to say except send me a care package. I appreciate it. It's amazing how much you can miss the place that you come from and feel so at home where you are at the same time. I have no idea what it's like to be an immigrant into America or anywhere else. But to any foreigner, any person who has been a foreigner in another country for any length of time, I'm not talking about vacation, I'm talking about 6 months, a year, longer, many years, and you really start to settle in, you know what I'm talking about. How you admire the way things are done here while at the same time criticizing the way it's different from how you're used to. It's like those little differences. In the big ways, all people are the same. We all feel the same feelings. How it gets expressed is different, and certainly, particular groups have shared experiences that vary. But, we all get sad, we all get angry, we can all get hurt. We all feel joy. We might not recognize when we're a foreigner how things are expressed sometimes. But once you start to recognize some of the nuances, the differences in culture and the like, you just realize, okay, I see what you're feeling. I've been there. We've all felt that before. Okay. And that's beautiful because people forget that when they get caught up It's like when people get caught up in differences in religions. Like, yes, there are differences in all the religions. I'm not saying there isn't. But on the whole, most religions have some general messages that they all agree on. And it's just those little differences, that, my mom would say devil in the details. But those differences make all the difference. And they do to some extent. But at the same time, it's important to be able to see the big picture sometimes. To see that we all want and need love. To see that we all have hope, potential for joy, that we all feel despair and sadness, that we can all show appreciation, you know. To realize that, that's a beautiful thing. I'm grateful for it. I'm really grateful. And the beautiful thing, too, about experiencing another culture and another life and another situation in another country is that you realize that the ways that you have been leading your life, the ways you have been going about reacting to things and experience things, that's not the whole picture. That's not the only way to do things. You can still be human and do things entirely differently than you've done your entire life. So you could still be feeling all those same things, but you could express it in a completely new way. That's pretty revolutionary. That, in and of itself, is worth joining the Peace Corps to really discover. I mean, or just move to another country, or just live in a totally different city. Because when you see that, there'll be some things that you won't like how they do it, but there'll be some things that you'll like better and will feel better for you. And it is the adoption of all these different, cultures and shared experiences that humans have that can help you become the best person that you can be, the most complete person, the happiest person, the best. So, keep exploring. That's it. Peace.